It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll see Brock Bowers. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they've had a long few days already as they were in London last week, back in the States and on the road this week.
And they had some travel troubles coming back from London, but since they came back with a win, they'll put up with those and continue to move forward.
The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Winston now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. And got his man complete. Look at the big fella go. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Brock Bowers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dreadnoughts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's the gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jameis to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That's good for the Lions.
Winston. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another run for Gibbs here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. In motion, the tight end. Play fake. Winston. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now Winston. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Gibbs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Gibbs again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. Open man right side, Myers. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Goff. This is caught. Touchdown.
Brock Bowers.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dreadnoughts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Winston.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had a touchdown their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing. We're all doing it together.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Winston now from the 50.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
Pushes him over.
And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold the blocks just a little bit longer.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. London about set to take over on offense.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
Trey Tucker.
74 yards.
And the Dreadnoughts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Winston.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Lions.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 42.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
From the shotgun, it's Winston.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Williams, a man in motion right. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And he rifles one incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Goff.
He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down. Now Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Goff now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Goff now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Goff. That's complete into the hands of Myers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Goff throwing again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the gun, here's Goff.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery.
Now he gets free up the left sideline. The race is on.
Touchdown, Detroit! David Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
This is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to our left.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dreadnoughts offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for them all afternoon. This defense has really done it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit and try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Here's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Eluding the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Goff.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Moore, the motion man. That pass complete to Moore.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Winston.
Oh, and that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's Goff.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Open man is Myers. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Back to throw, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Goff now looking to throw. And he's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Dreadnoughts are back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive in total 8 plays. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
In motion goes the tight end. They go play action. Winston. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Tyree Wilson buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Winston.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. A big play there. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Goff. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Brock Bowers.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Dreadnoughts are an extra point away from drawing level.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Lions first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Winston into the slide, and he's got a first down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there.
Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Winston. It's Williams on the catch.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Gibbs on the toss left.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Winston. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Jameis to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Winston. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Working out of the gun, Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Winston. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right through.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And a huge play that time. 46 yards.
And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin's mark of 554 passing yards in one game, set more than 70 years ago, way back in 1951. Well, he's had help from his offensive line and his receivers, but this has been an incredible individual performance.
Goff now looks to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
Good footwork at the 30.
And this will wind up the Lions' 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Jared Goff in the offense. Down by a field goal. 1:11 to go. Now it's Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
Goff now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Out of the gun, Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 36 yards. And the London first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. Elam.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Elam. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3, it leaves him with 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Londoners, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.